Hi, with me is Maxman. We're now here in the round 3 match between Omega Esports versus Chakaimook. We are in a 1-1 score. So no match point will happen as of yet. And during off stream, not really off stream, but what we're talking about in the back end, we were talking about, okay, why is this not a Lulu Kaisa or maybe Lulu Jinx combination? Why is this a Draven? But yeah, we were frustrated about what happened in the draft and how Chakaimook executed that play, but now we will be guessing what could be their plan this time for the third game. Seemingly like they're securing a prio pick in here on the Lee Sin as well as the Alistar. Definitely they want to take away Lee Sin from Impressive as well. Any thoughts about this one, Maxman?
I mean, already I'm hoping that I'm going to be seeing a Thornmail this game purely based on the fact that Olaf has been picked up. But I also am seeing that Omega Esports, they just don't want to deal with Akali. Like, I don't know what's happening. They're just like, or we play Akali or we ban it. It's one or the other. We're not going halfway on that one. So definitely seems like they are not a fan of playing against an Akali whatsoever. Might also be a comfort pick of Chakaimook. I just don't know fully of just yet. I'm seeing Kaisa on. And that should mean maybe a Lulu pickup around the corner as Gragas was banned away for the side of Chakaimook. So I believe we might be seeing a Lulu coming up really soon. It is 1-1, and I think that Lulu also might want to try and keep it for like a Jinx Lulu later on. So I think they can still pick some really strong supports if they want to keep that Lulu for the later stages of this BO5 series. But now they got also some good tanky front line with the Alistar for Chakaimook paired up with also the good dive potential of a Lee Sin. Now, what are they going to add up on top of that? They got a good building block base. What they're going to build on top of that, I'm intrigued to see what they decide to go for, as they're taking their time for sure. But I don't know, there's so many options available. I would love to know where they're going to go for.
Yeah, we still got a lot of options actually, like the Jin, which they are hovering as of the moment. We also got the Kaisa still available on the side of Chakaimook, but I'm not so sure if that's what they want to secure. They have been showing up some other champions in this one, the Corki, the Tristana, Ashe has been hovered as well, but I'm not too sure how confident they will be. But ooh, we're gonna be having both Corki and Jin. So Corki in the middle lane having the matchup against the Orianna. What do you say about this?
Overall, like, no, Lulu pickup is not too surprising there. I was expecting that to happen regardless, and nothing too substantial. But they're also going for a pretty nice front line paired up of Olaf and also Garen, so that's going to be pretty decent. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing also for them, the amount of peeling coming out from Omega Esports is not all that significant. And when you're seeing the dive potential from the Alistar, from the Lee Sin, I am starting to be a little bit skeptical. Compared to when you're looking at the other side, they are pretty slippery, except for the gym, but they are going to make up with it with like just raw tanking and also frontline power from the Alistar altogether. And now they're aiming... Oh, I like the Camille, actually. I think Camille would be a really good pickup to try and really catch off guard that Kaisa, to make sure, even though she does get ulted by the overgrowth of the Lulu, I think that Camille would be a good way to just lock her down in a tomb and allow your entire team to just CC combo that one, especially with the likes of the Alistar, to try and get some extra CC combo to make sure she does not even have the time to dash out some damage. So overall, Ghost drafts are really strong in my opinion, but I do think that here, Chakaimook have a really strong draft, but like when you're looking at it, you still got a Lulu Kaisa, and like you got to keep that in mind. That is scary when it comes down to Wild Rift.
Yeah, and talking about scary, that's what I think about Omega Esports. I'm leaning towards their draft as of the moment. Yes, there is a beefy frontliner from the side of Chakaimook, but if you talk about the mobility as well from the side of Mega Esports, there's the guy that can chase you out and just silence the hell out of you in order for you to be stopped on what you wanted to do and maybe trying to go for a curtain call or whatnot. And at the same time, this Kaisa can definitely assassinate you from the backline in case you are found to be just trying to be safe from afar. And what more if there's the wild growth, if that Kaisa is empowered by the wild growth of Lulu. So there's some frontliners that can just help protect the Kaisa as well from free hitting with the Ikatheon Rain as well. So basing on the draft, I think I'm leaning towards Omega Esports, but not to discount what Chakaimook can do as well. But they still have the potential to actually even go for a set, given that they got a Camille can go for the Hextech Ultimatum. At the same time, the Pulverize that might be present in here on the side of Alistar. So, but we'll see about that. I just feel like overall, Omega Esports has the better composition, especially in terms of team fight.
We'll see how the teams are going to be coming on through. But anyways, we are slowly going to be loading on the Summoner's Rift for our third game of this B5 series. Omega Esports versus Chakaimook. So far, it is a 1-1. If you guys did join up late, you have been missing a lot for sure. And the VODs, by the way, do not forget, will be available on AssassinDave YouTube channel. They will be remained over there for the time being. But now, Trovo is the place to be. So join the party if you have not already, as you will try and get some nice giveaways also coming your way. But anyways, this game is going to be coming up onto this one. And I would love to know here, which draft do you think would be better here? Like, not even talking about the games or what we've been having so far. What draft, for your personal taste, do you think it might be a little bit better? You like Omegas?
I'm liking Omegas,
okay.
yeah. How about you?
I actually like Omegas too, especially because, you know, like, as I said, you got Kai'Sa, you got Lulu, is pretty strong, and you also got Olaf, which is absolutely busted, I'm going to say every single time. But I think that here, Chakaimook, I'm not going to be heavily relying on the Jhin. I don't think Jhin is going to be the big win condition. I think that the win condition is going to be Camille. So I think that if Chakaimook are able to play this draft, play their cards correctly, I do believe they're going to be a comp that can steamroll and overtake even the combos such as the Lulu and the Kai'Sa. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to be going for split desk once again, because I think it's pretty fun to have a split desk. And I'm going to say Chakaimook potentially take this game with that kind of draft.
And now we're about to load in a game anytime soon. Again, if you just tune in onto the live stream, again, we are in a 1-1 score in the semifinals round, best of 5 between Omega Esports versus Chakaimook. So here we go. What I'm more curious about is if there's gonna be an invade coming up from the Lee scene, and just capitalize on the advantage that, okay, we're more mobile in case we fail to do some invade, then we just go back away, and that's it. But yeah, so far we can see 4 people actually grouping up on the top side. They got the Camille off guard. It's gonna be a first blood anytime soon. Nope, that's not gonna be it, but at least they sent some information that we're gonna go aggressive in this game 3.
That was the fastest flash I believe we have so far. 8-second flash it took. that was a pretty interesting one overall. But now we're going to be seeing also the Corki getting a little bit bullied by the basic attacks of this Orianna. Which, you know, Orianna basic attacks, because of her passive, become really, really relevant the more she basic attacks. So not too shabby indeed. But you know what? So far also, we're still going to be looking for the Lulu Kai'Sa composition. There are 4 things for sure in life: death, taxes, Lulu and Kai'Sa being OP, and also people asking for Shinbu to cast in the chat. So we'll see exactly how things are going to be rolling out for us in this game. Hopefully some good action to come on through, but it is still 1-1. Whichever team wins this one will have a lead, but it still will not be over, as these are indeed some BO5s. We do have a little switcheroo, by the way. Alistar and Jhin taking a 1v2 versus this, versus Garen. Well, Alistar takes a lot of damage from the turret for really no reason.
Well, kind of risky on this one, leaving the Garen up against a Jhin who can fast clear, and up against an Alistar can actually just CC you. But for the meantime, seems like Omega Esports going to be eyeing on to taking down the first turret ASAP compared to what Team CKM can do on the bot side. So you can see some counter plays in here happening from both ends of the map. JLC, but look at that, Shiba super low on HP thanks to the passive coming out from the Alistar. But then again, the Jhin is going to get punished as well down bot. And not only that, seems like Omega Esports going to be securing the first turret of the game. This is a good start. This is a good start for Omega Esports.
It is indeed. I thought Camille was going to be spotted away for a second, but that's going to be a turret picked up in the top side of the map.
They're baiting him. They're baiting him.
Yeah, they're trying to be like, hey, come over here. You're missing a loss. Yes, but he's not going to fall for it. He's not going to go for it. But like, this is really good play. Yeah, he's like, maybe, no.
come here, and they try to teleport just to bait him out, but I don't think the Camille is gonna be falling for that bait. But he's showing himself up. Just a little bit of delayed first turret take by Team Omega Esports. They want to be like, they want to be smooth somehow. They don't want to be that aggressive. Okay, all right. After taking down the Jhin on the bot side, maybe even potentially even taking down the Listen on the bot side, they're gonna take it a little bit slow by delaying that first turret take up top.
I mean, things are getting a little bit interesting. Like, if I was that Camille, I would have took my iPad and thrown it out the window already. I was like, come on, let me see us, boys. Please, give me a chance. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case whatsoever. And also, they do get some extra gold purely off the plates they were able to get on that top lane turret. So they are looking at, like, we're only 3 minutes into the game. And look at the gold lead. 3,000 gold lead in 3 minutes.
Yeah. level 5 Garen versus level 5 Camille. What can the Camille do on this one? Because he wasn't able to secure the CS up top a while ago. Real nice play coming from Omega Esports earlier on. But yeah, now they go back to the usual laning, wherein we have the duo laners in the bot side nearby the dragon, and seemingly like they want to contest this another turret down bottom part of the map, and they're going to be going for that engage. Look at that play, 2 man down on the side of Team Chakaimook, and potentially even taking down the turret. A flow of minion wave is about to come, not without a siege minion though, but I think this is a good play. This is a good way to start off the game. I mean, they have been snowballing since zero game time.
I mean, you have overgrowth on the Olaf. You have Olaf pop also his ultimate, so he's going to be also getting some really big damage through. Like, what can he do? What can you do at that point? Exactly, you can do absolutely nothing. Chakaimook are just getting cyber bullied under our very eyes. And now, because they got themselves the first turret on the top lane, and they're potentially trying to do that once again, because they're sending the entire comp once again down in bot, they're going to try and get control, especially of this Drake position of the Drake pit, which it should be their next focus, which is indeed going to be the case. And unfortunately, they are not in a position to contest it. Corky's going to try and join up, but it's not going to make matters easy for them. And that is going to be an easy Ocean Drake coming the way of Omega Esports. Like, it's just been 4 minutes, but like, I can't see them fall behind here. Like, unless a big throw happens, like, they're already just so confident. And with such a big lead in just a few minutes, 5,000 gold lead in less than 5 minutes, like, they are up for victory here.
Yeah, and by the way, this is Jin, who died twice already, forced to make use of his flash to back away from impressive the bot part of the map. Let's see though if Chakaimook will be able to make a play up top by taking down an outer turret up top.
Outer turret is going to be contested though. Be careful on the Garen. He's going to be trying to go a little bit deep inside the jungle. Honeyfruit going to come his way, but no, he's not expecting it. 1v2 coming his way here. And he's going to be now slowly contested. He's going to go down. Oh, seems like Kasaya is going to be having some issues. Oh, wait,
yeah.
okay.
I apologize on that one. But yeah, in here we can see Garen going down. First casualty on the side of Team Omega Esports, but no worries about that because there's a good push happening down bottom part of the map. But be very careful because they're getting sandwiched by the members of Team Chakaimook in their very own jungle camp in here. But backup incoming. They're gonna go for that killer instinct by the Kaisa, but has to back away just a little bit because the damage somehow is going present on the Corki in the middle, completing the Triforce for himself. So if there's no Jin that is online as of yet, then there's a backup coming from Corki.
Woo, man, some big surprises happening there, but once again, showing that Omega Esports, they got the lead and they're not ready to give it up just yet. The gold lead has been reduced to just about 4,000 now, so still showing that Chakaimook are trying to stay relevant in this game, so still they're not giving hope up just yet, but still things are looking pretty dire for them now. This jungle control is especially pretty predominant. I want to start seeing a little bit more deep vision coming on through from the side of especially Omega Esports to try and keep that lead under their control so they can scout down especially what the Lee Sin is doing, because currently Lee Sin, oh no, that's way too early for Shiba. He's going to be taking some early damage.
Oh, he's going to go for that try to attempt for still here we're going to be Hexec ult. Oh, they actually managed to steal that Rift Herald, but there's the chase coming here from Impressive, the rest of the gang in here. From the side of Team Omega Esports, the damage from the Icathian Rain from the Kaisais is also way too much to handle already. Yes, they did secure or stole that Rift Herald, but then again, they're going to be losing their mid turret, and that's going to be opening all the jungle camps of Team Chakaimook, and that's going to be looking so scary. What more? This is a Corki that needs to back away already before he even gets caught off guard by the members of Omega Esports.
Yeah, like, Herald here was just not worth, like, for you losing, like, a Jin already. Like, you lost 2 of your players. That was just not worth taking it. Oh, of course, also seeing how good the rotations have been of Omega Esports. Even if a Herald comes on through, I'm pretty sure that Herald is going to have very minimal impact because the rotations have been just so quick, so swift for Omega Esports. Unless they win a fight or get them an advantage in some way, shape, or form by finding 1, 2, 3 picks in a nice little fight or find some players out of position, then capitalize on that amount of opportunity to try and maybe push a side lane, which I think would be the good way, as Garen's going to be caught up in a 1v3.
Okay, JLC in here. We'll just be very careful. Gotta go for the tower hug instead of getting poked down by the members of Team Chakaimook. But for the meantime, Down bottom part of the map, you can see that Olaf, impressive, is gonna go down under turret onto the hands of the Corki. But fortunately enough, they get a good flow of minion waves. Even they will not be able to manage in taking down the turret. At least they are able to shove and get a position early on, maybe on this dragon that is about to come up. Olaf is about to come up as well 1 second from now, and yeah, the Garen gonna go for that teleport in the mid lane as well to potentially help out in fight that might happen somewhere, both in the mid or maybe in the dragon pit. I think it's gonna be starting off in this dragon.
This is actually really good. This is actually really well played. They put the Herald in mid to try and take the attention away from it and maybe to go for Drake, but unfortunately the play will not go. The idea was good. Unfortunately, that was something that you can see that they were completely prepared for. Mega Esports, like, hey, do you think we were born yesterday? Like, bro, we know exactly what you're doing. And they're going to contest it away. And also because Camille is going to be off away, this allows them to potentially force a fight towards this dragon pit, which I believe now they're just clearing the vision, making sure that no vision is remaining around this pit to make that dragon pit, that dragon capture even easier for them. Lee Sin's like, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, they're taking it. I can't contest it. Maybe a steal. No, not going to happen.
Nice attempt though. Nice attempt. It was so close, but you know, he can't just go in there and try to go for a steal, or rather he died. But I like the sonic blow. I mean, maybe a split seconds just late. But yeah, we'll see about that. For the meantime, there's a chase ongoing onto this Olaf as of the moment. Gonna be making his ultimate to back away. Gonna go for a flash as well. Curtain Call has been used. Gonna be going for the one hit, but I'm not yet too sure if Impressive will be able to survive that one now anymore. But that was a good buy time for the rest of the members of Team Omega Esports, because look at what time lapse is doing in the middle lane as well. He shoved the minion waves and now gonna back up top. Ariana will be securing that kill, and this is a space created for Team Omega Esports. Oh, they're not yet done. Polymorph has been used by Stronger in here, just securing one more kill for that Kaisa. And now, again, this is a good shove of minion waves, both up top and in the mid.
This is an example of, unfortunately, committing too heavily to a fight, going too deep in a fight, and then paying the price because of it. But Camille, hey, looking to try and contest that red buff. Going to go for the ult onto Garrett to keep him around by enemy players, but this is not looking great for the side of Omega.
Definitely, they have to back away. JLC is so low. They have to wait for the rest of the members in here to be ready and be on full health, because you gotta be careful as well on what the Alistar can do in terms of set, and even that Camille as well. And we're talking about two here, the Corki, which was their mid laner, as well as this Jean, which was their ADC on the bot side part of the map. So you still cannot discount that one out, because they're you know, even though we can see an advantage in the side of Smart Omega, we can still see that sometimes, somehow, DKM is able to answer.
They've been able to find some pretty decent answers. I 100% agree with that point, actually, right there. But after, is it going to be substantial for the long term? That is going to be the question to be answered. But I'm seeing especially like here that this Olaf and also this Lulu, like, it's a better love story than Twilight right now. They're just like hand in hand, engaging the fight. Like, oh, please give me the wild growth, dude. I got you, homie. We're good to go. And then they just like completely obliterate the competition. And you also got to keep in mind that Omega Esports, we have yet to see like a proper 5v5 team fight. And I think that the moment that happens, they will be the team dominating, purely based off the fact that they have that Kai'Sa, they got that Shockwave ultimate coming out also from the Orianna. Their comp is just so well rounding up, and I'm loving to see it. But when I'm looking on the other side, 0-3 Jin, we talked about bad scaling for Draven. Like, Jin is in a really similar spot, that if he falls behind, like Jin, like I think we can both agree that like Jin's comeback potential as a one-man character is not all that great.
Nah, I mean, especially if it's compare about the mobility of the Kaisa versus what the Jin can do in order to survive a 1-5. But for the meantime, we can see a lot of folks coming in here from the side of Team Omega Esports. Killer Instinct has been used already to chase down the Listen, and the Listen will fall down to 2 fights happening on the top side, as well as somewhere in the middle lane part of the map. In the game, CKM needs to back away. The members on the side of Team Chakaimook is down with 2 members, and this is a great opportunity for Team Omega Esports to even go for that Baron.
I mean, it goes without saying. That's like the obvious pick. And also, while they have Baron, that's going to be also giving a buff to the minions. So they're going to keep on shoving lanes. And that's going to make also them, to give them a great opportunity to just go straight for the dragon. That's about to pop, should I say, in the next now 10 seconds. That's going to be a 1v1 Orianna versus Corki. We all know that Corki is going to be no competition. Maybe? No, actually, no, I take it back. No, Orianna's going to win that one pretty dominantly. It was somewhat close, but still, she got ahead pretty nicely. And now, because they got an extra kill on the Corki, Dragon is up for the takings in a 5v4. And you know, once again, the Chakaimook just can't contest it away. This is going to be another great pickup. 3 Drakes so far. They go Infernal, Mountain Drake, and Ocean Drake. Like, this is just sealing the fate of Chakaimook in the way that they cannot make this comeback happen with that kind of composition.
It's so hard. I mean, this is a Jin that still has yet to get at least 1 kill. Still on a 0-3 score. But for the meantime, the Baron buff is still up in here, allowing the members of Omega Esports to go for a push in the middle lane, maybe even taking down the turret in the middle lane. But, you know, the backup from Corki, though, is in here. Yeah, on the top side, though, we can see that 2v1 fight ongoing. Arise will be able to secure a kill. Sonic Wave connecting onto Arise, but I don't think they're gonna go for it because this is a full HP Orianna we're talking about. And in the middle lane, you can see that the inhibitor turret has already fallen down. I don't know. Is this gonna be it? I mean,
The finishing.
this is kind of a very dominating game, just in case. And gonna go for the curtain call. I don't think it's gonna do anything against Omega Esports. And man, this is another 4-man wipeout. Jin can't do anything. I mean, he's just there in a fountain, just hoping for some miracle to happen for Chakaimook.
Well, what do you want to say about that? Utter, absolute damn domination coming on through Omega Esports. I mean, yeah, like they had the good draft, they had the good rotation pathing, and overall it's just that they were the stronger team in that matchup respectively. And also like Olaf, Lulu, they picked 2 top tier S, double S, triple S, whatever you want to call it, top tier characters overall. And those are the kind of matchups that when you pick up Lulu and Olaf, you are expecting to win. If you do not win, you're losing a lot, because with how these BF5 series run, right, they cannot pick Lulu and Olaf anymore. So they had to 100% win this one to get their money's worth out of those 2 kind of picks. But now that that's not going to be available for them anymore, I'm intrigued to see if like the next game is going to be as dominant as this one without like, you know, the god tier picks they had. But still overall, the macro rotations, how they were just controlling the rest of their map and allowing that control to make and capture some Drakes every single time of the like around the board. Yeah, it's just Chakaimook unfortunately getting outdone. They could not do much to fight against that because, once again, it was just such a strong performance and such a strong showing for Omega Esports.